The baby bulls fight for their lives with Bitcoin dipping below 40,000 US dollars and entering the bone zone 3.0. Is Bitcoin destined to head all the way down to this price before there's even a chance that the Moon Boys can spread their moon goo on the cheeks of the baby bears? With one trader stating that this failed Bitcoin breakout is being underestimated. And what comes next will leave the Moon Boys crying like whittle babies. And does this Minecraft looking chart hold the key to Bitcoin's next gigapump? I'm now 7 days without Magoo, and the doctor recommended at least another 3 weeks. And one thing's for sure, I hope that Bitcoin pumps before I do, because this is horrible. I'm not having a good time. I'm truly living in misery. So you guys do the channel, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, share, and give me these absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well. If you guys are interested in any bonuses, staking to earn rewards with our ADA pool, trading, getting altcoins, make sure to check out everything below. A lot of people have been doing trading lately because the market is very boring, and during these bearish trends, you basically can't make money by holding. But if you are going to trade, just use the simulated trading option found here. You don't have to risk any of your own money. And you can practice very big. And as well, I only have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they're in the description below. And without any further Magoo, let's get dumped on. Unbelievable. Bitcoin right now is dumping more than you after chowing down on a chicken chalupa from Taco Bell. Absolutely very big, as we're breaking now this key trend line. However, it is still technically intact, as we have not had any daily closes below this. We've had 3 of them dip down below this, but none of them actually go below this. If we close where we're at right at this very second, then that will be a breach. However, we still have multiple hours until that would happen. But before we go into many absolutely very big things going on here, Bitcoin absolutely took a little bit of a tumble, as analysts expecting Bitcoin price potentially to go down to 37.5 before finding any liquidity here. It is now a case of watching bids get filled lower down in exchange order books. Between spot and 37.5, there's approximately 100 million in bids waiting on Binance. Very big. You can see this Minecraft looking chart here. Very big. In Europe, though, the picture was made worse by this bond market sell-off, and you can see European corporate bond markets ongoing sell-off reaching historic proportions. High-grade bonds losing a record nearly 10% in total returns since August, where they peaked. And again, this is bringing the stock market down, and this is bringing Bitcoin down as well. And yeah, a lot of people are 50-50 basically. Everyone is 50-50. There are some people that are very bearish, some people that are very bullish, but nobody's overtly either. And one trader here actually saying Cheds, big Cheds, kind of like cheddar cheese, Chester Cheeto from the Chester Cheeto, I assume, is what Cheds is going for there as the Chester Cheeto man. He's basically saying that his belief is that most market participants are underestimating the impact of this failed breakout. Basically saying, after getting rejected here over and over and over again, saying that this is actually a much bigger deal than people are saying, and he believes that Bitcoin price is going to take a big dippy, dumpy down to the dumpy side. And yeah, so also Bitcoin has no shortage of bearish midterm price predictions. Among them, Arthur Hayes, the CEO, the former CEO of BitMEX, expecting Bitcoin to crash down to 30,000 within the next month and a half in June. So again, a lot of people are very bearish. And again, before we actually continue here, my opinion of this is really nothing has happened just yet. We've gone down like $600, but that's not anything huge. I mean, I would sum it up by this. If Bitcoin goes below this, people panic. It goes back, people are calm, and people panic again. So really nothing has gone on that much. But again, we are in dumpy territory for sure. But Bitcoin extends pullback. Support is around 37K and resistance clearly at 46K. It did dip below 40,000 today, and the midpoint of a 3-month-long trading range is at 40K. And yeah, support is where, or a lot of people are looking at 37.5 as support, a lot of bids, some historical trend lines as well. And the upside appears to be limited towards 46K, basically meaning, let's say we get back up to these levels right about here where we keep topping out, Bitcoin could get rejected, right? So, you know, say we continue bouncing in this range, this actually would be an ascending triangle, which would be absolutely beautiful. Wow, that would be gorgeous if we saw that. So, you know what? I'm going to draw this in as an ascending triangle from now on, because let's add some hopium to the chat here, because we do obviously have an ascending level of support and a very clear level of resistance as well, aside from this little mini failed breakout we had, which is right at the 200-day moving average and right at 48K. So, yeah, you know what? In tomorrow's video, you guys are going to see a very beautiful and big ascending triangle. And as well, Bitcoin trading below 40K right now, down over 5%, but not just Bitcoin, S&P and gold are also down. But yeah, the upward sloping 100-week moving average, which is currently a little under 36K, has kept this trend intact. And if we do break that, then it is very likely that we could go to the next level, which is at 30K, potentially even below that. But if we did go below that to around 27K, then that would be breaking the lows of summer of 2021, which would just be very bearish. So if we did, let's say we did break 30K, okay, which is all the way down here, and then if we broke 27 as well, again, we'd be setting lower lows, and that would absolutely be, that would be pretty bearish. I think a lot of people would agree. I think everyone would agree, because at that point it would just be macro lower, macro lower low, which is not what you want to look for. So again, it's still way too early to say that's what's going to happen. But if that did happen, then that is very bearish. Then we start to see some very low predictions come in. But again, S&P down today. We're actually going to be getting this close in just literally minutes, 2 minutes. So that's very big, very dumpy today. It's actually down like, wow, almost 3% today, which is huge for the SPX. And the DXY rallying to a new high, the highest it's been since March of 2020. The crash of March of 2020, where Bitcoin bottomed out like around 3 to 4K. Very big things happening, guys. And basically, we're at the cusp. Like, it's almost decision time. DXY is almost about to set a new high. The SPX is potentially going to set a new low. And if Bitcoin sets a new low, then that's it. Like, that's the story. We'll know exactly. But if I'm being 100% honest, there is no confirmed bearish breakdown or bullish breakup yet. It's leaning much more bearish right now, but there is no confirmation. And everything I just said, those are the confirmations we want to look for. And we're getting very, very close. So if we get one of those confirmations, get ready. As a new channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on these ghost notifications so this is absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you're interested, I don't really talk about shorting because I don't like the idea of shorting, but a lot of people do, and there is money to be made in that. So if you guys are interested, you could use the links below. There also is simulated trading, so you don't have to risk any real money, which I absolutely always recommend before you would actually trade with your own money. But again, in my opinion, maybe I'm just a moon boy, but I personally think, well, again, then I'm not going to talk about, I guess I won't get into that, but I just personally think that the mini moon boy inside of me just thinks that we're close to the bottom. But again, that's just my opinion, and what do I know? And as well, I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they're in the description below. All the other accounts of me are fake. And without any further ado, that's it for me.